Queen Victoria of England had 9 children whom she affectionately called her sweet angels. Despite this, every new pregnancy caused her anxiety, and newborn babies seemed to her like frogs. Although the queen loved her children and cared for them, she also sought to control their lives. She was especially attached to her daughters and expected a lot from her sons. Over time, this desire for control became an obsession for her. Even adult children were not free from her influence. Victoria herself was brought up in a strict framework. Every minute of her life was under control. She was observable in everything from the food she tried with, to the people she interacted with, the lessons she studied, and the books she read. Victoria even slept in the same room with her mother until the night when she became aware of the death of the king and her accession to the throne. The excessive demands that the father and mother made had a strong impact on the children. Remote control. Victoria was the eldest daughter of the royal couple. She was a charming and intelligent girl, and Prince Albert loved her very much. After she got married and left Britain, Victoria kept in touch with her daughter through letters. She sent several letters and telegrams every day and demanded to receive an answer to each of them. After learning that Vicky was expecting a baby, her mother strictly forbade her to breastfeed, as she considered it disgusting. Even at a distance, the queen tried to control her daughter's nutrition, warning her against high-calorie food. The correspondence between them was very frequent and covered all possible topics, which caused concern to Prussian diplomats, who directly told the queen about her excessive and undesirable influence on her daughter. Didn't meet expectations. Albert's eldest son, whose family name was Bertie, had high hopes, since he was destined to become the next king. However, he did not meet the expectations of his parents. He studied reluctantly, quickly lost interest, and was often distracted. Later, he also began to get involved in entertainment, which was condemned by Albert and Victoria. He was even separated from his brother Alfred in order to minimize the bad influence of the older brother on the younger. When his father found out about Bertie's frivolous adventure with an Irish actress, he immediately went to Bertie's educational institution. He gave him a lecture on morality and morality, after which Albert spent most of his time outdoors in the rain and fell ill. A month later, Prince Albert fell ill with typhoid fever, but Victoria spent her whole life blaming her son for the fact that his health damaged his father's health. In an attempt to become a worthy heir, Bertie led a stormy life, full of entertainment until his coronation. After the death of the sweet angel, Prince Albert, Queen Victoria lost her footing. She found solace in her daughters. Funerl. Alice, the future mother of the last Russian Empress Alexandra Fyodorovna, was luckier than others. Her wedding was not postponed due to the death of Prince Albert, so the princess quickly left her mother, who was in deep mourning and wanted to plunge everyone around her into depression. However, Alice's wedding was very modest and sad. She was allowed to take off her mourning and wear a wedding dress for just one day. At the ceremony, all the guests were dressed in black, and even the dowry consisted of black garments. Alice was actually active in charity and worked alongside Florence Nightingale. She devoted a lot of time and effort to helping soldiers and the wounded. However, Victoria was concerned that her daughter was personally taking care of wounded soldiers and seeing something that might be too traumatic for her. Social isolation. Princess Louise was forbidden by her mother to communicate with peers, so she rarely had the opportunity to meet with friends, only if Victoria approved and was not busy that day. When Louise turned 18, the queen did not arrange a festive ball for her, which was supposed to be the first for her daughter. Louise, being a rebel by nature, became interested in sculpture. She was able to convince her mother to let her go to art school, where she managed to stand out and achieve success. Leave a shake heil the fo or vigor. With the youngest daughter, Beatrice, it was forbidden to even mention weddings or engagements. The queen was afraid to be left alone and did not want to let go of her daughter. Even when the girl became an adult, she continued to be called baby. The girl handled all the mother's affairs and was actually her secretary. After the death of Queen Beatrice removed from Victoria's diaries all references that might seem indecent or inappropriate. In the end, Beatrice did get married. When Victoria found out about her daughter's plans, she stopped talking to her. Beatrice had to promise that after the wedding they would live together with their mother.